So I've just been on the phone there to one of my colleagues who covers Leicester, asking him about Youri Tielemans, because I think he's a player that Newcastle have obviously had interest in this window. His information is at the moment is that if there is going to be a bid for him today, it'd be more likely from Newcastle than it would be from Arsenal. I think the issue with Tielemans for Newcastle is the wages. Obviously he's only got a year left in his contract at Leicester, so if he lets that run until the end of the season, he can command whatever he wants in the summer, whereas right now he wouldn't be able to do that as much. So I think it's a difficult one, this. I definitely think it's a player Newcastle like. Whether they're able to do it in terms of wages, I don't know. But obviously it would be a huge move if someone like Youri Tielemans turned up in Newcastle later today.
Any other potential incomings for Newcastle? Eddie Howe mentioned a loan signing maybe?
Yeah, as we sit here just now, I think there's a chance of a potential loan arriving for Newcastle. I can't give you the name because I don't know yet myself, but I've got a list here of sort of who the deals that could potentially be alive today on deadline day. Tielemans, who I've mentioned, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is someone that they've inquired about, but he's on his way to Southampton. The one that stood out for me for the last couple of weeks and still does is Conor Gallagher of Chelsea. Now, the information I was getting over the last 24-48 hours is that Gallagher would not be leaving. However, Chelsea are actually bringing a midfielder in, a big money midfielder in at the moment. And you have to look at it. He started the last couple of games, but he got sent off in the last game, didn't do too well in the game before that. So I don't know, I think there's a question mark over that, and I think if Newcastle had the opportunity to get him, they would love to push the button on him. He's a player that Eddie Howe really likes, so I definitely think Conor Gallagher's one to watch today. And then the other one I need to ask questions about is João Pedro. They were close to getting him over a week ago. It's gone quiet now. He looked great for Watford the other night against Middlesbrough. So again, that'll be an interesting one to see if they potentially go back in. He looks like a real quality player. So those are the ones I've got on my list here. A lot of people were asking me about Gakpo of PSV. I had my colleague on the phone earlier to say that Gakpo actually, the Leeds had a flight waiting for him out in Holland to bring him back here to the UK to sign the deal, but he never got on that flight. So bad news for Leeds in terms of bringing him in. But yeah, that's it. I think the issue for Newcastle just now is the injuries. They've obviously got a number of players out with hamstring injuries. Will that make the club decide to push today to get one? Because none of them are that severe, I don't think they're desperate, but I think if they could add one more, they would love to do that. So yeah, let's just wait and see.
And what about Eddie Howe's does trim his squad down a little bit? Any potential outgoings on deadline day?
Yeah, I've actually, just as we speak, I've literally just had a text there about Matty Longstaff, who I think is going on loan to Barnsley in League One. So he obviously had a loan spell away last season. So Matty Longstaff's going there, and also we're told that Federico Fernandez might go out on loan somewhere as well. To be confirmed, I don't know where. But yeah, bits and pieces going on at the moment. It's all quiet in terms of the arrivals at Newcastle right now, but as we know, deadline day is a long day, and anything can happen, and Newcastle obviously are in a much different position now with the new owners behind them than they were this time last year when it was Mike Ashley. So I feel at the moment with Newcastle, you almost need to expect the unexpected. We saw that last week with Alexander Isak. Like, nobody expected him to arrive, and then suddenly within 24 hours it changed. So I just think we need to be awake and alert for things changing with Newcastle.
So a big issue that we've had with Newcastle is obviously fans are desperate to get a couple of extra bodies through the door. I'm sure Eddie Howe is as well, but the big concern for Eddie is bringing in that right character, isn't it? It's not just the player, it's what he brings off the pitch as well.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue Newcastle are going to have today, is that Eddie Howe has insisted that the players he brings in are the right characters, are the right personalities that will augment his squad and improve improve everything that's going on there. He wants people who are going to add to that and buy into his philosophy. So what I don't think you will see from Newcastle is the last minute scurrying around to bring someone in for the sake of it for a number. I just don't think they're going to do that. I think what they want to do is they want to bring someone in who they know is the right character and the right personality for the squad. So by doing that, that reduces the pool that they're fishing in, so to speak. So that's just the way things are. And if you look at the players he's brought in already, they are all good characters, and they have all added to the team morale and the bond within the group. So yeah, let's see what happens. I still think they're in the market for one today. So let's see if they can get one over the line.